Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. Today I am going to be doing another tag video. This one is the finish the book tag, and I have not been tagged in this video. I saw it on I saw it a few times a while ago, and I had added it to my list of videos to film, and it happened to pop up this time, and I thought I would do it. So the original of this video, I believe the video's been privated now, so I couldn't find it, but I'll link a couple of ones I've seen down below for you, and this is basically about what happens when you finish books, and it's that kind of process. So yes, I thought I would do this for fun and see what you think. I'm going to read them off my computer. Question number 1 is, do you keep a list of the books you have read? And I do keep a list on Goodreads. I am very religious about putting stuff on Goodreads now, because I realised I think I've now done that for a couple of years. In fact, this is my 3rd year doing it, but I feel like beforehand I used to read books and then I'd forget what I'd read, or I didn't have a copy, have it written down what I had. So yeah, everything is on Goodreads. All of my owned books are on Goodreads. I have all of that. So yeah, I absolutely love Goodreads for that. And so yes, I do keep a list. Question number 2, if you record stats, what stats do you record? So I don't record stats separately. Obviously it's on Goodreads, so it does it for me, but generally I like to know the number of books that I have read in that month and also in that year, and I also keep a track of what ratings I've done. So obviously you can like order them by that. What I tend to do on Goodreads is each year I will make a shelf for that year. So I will, each time I finish a book, I will put it onto the shelf for the year, so then I can kind of keep track of what books I've read when. So yeah, that tends to be the only real stats that I specifically keep, but like I said, I could access anything because it's all on Goodreads. Question number 3, do you give star ratings for books? And if so, what do you score books out of? And if so, what do you score books out of, and how do you come about this score? Okay, so I made a video that was actually a collaboration video, so I will link that down below for you, where I talked about what a 5-star or what 5-star books meant to me and how I work out that. So I will link that below. But generally I do make star ratings out of 5, and what I tend to do is 5 stars is a book that I absolutely loved and it was like perfect and it stuck with me. 4 stars books are ones that I like, but I just can't give it that full 5-star for some reason. There's like a general, like some kind of reason. 3-star is a book that I enjoyed reading but I had some issues with. 2-star book is a book that I finished but I really didn't like, and a 1-star tends to be either a book that I DNF'd or a book that I absolutely hated, and even though I finished it, I still have to give it a 1-star. But like I said, I'll link that video, so go and check it out if you want more like in depth of my thoughts. Question number 4, do you review books? I do a monthly wrap up, which you'll see. I'll link my wrap up playlist down below as well for you. I do that every single month without fail, and the only time I write a written review, especially now on Goodreads for example, is if I have a NetGalley arc, or if I've been sent a book for review. I don't get sent books for review very often. I think I've had like maybe 3 or 4, and yeah, so I will write a written review about that, but generally NetGalley ones I do because obviously they're on the system, but generally I will do monthly wrap-ups, so you'll see my reviews as I go. I don't tend to do individual reviews though. Question number 5, where do you put your finished books? I unhaul them. Controversially, I know a lot of people think it's a bit strange, but I do not keep books once I've read them. I have nearly 400 books that I need to read, so that, whether that's my Kindle or whether that's on my actual shelves, so I don't really need to keep books I've read, especially mostly. I don't reread very often at all. Like generally Harry Potter I reread, but most other things I don't reread. The only other books that I keep once I've read them is if I own the audiobook, because I like to listen to the audiobook with the book physically. So yeah, tends to be the books I keep, but no, generally I unhaul the books that I've read. Question number 6, how do you pick your next book? So each month I make a TBR, which I will either pick in different ways. I'll just be maybe seasonally. I don't tend to do seasonal reads that much, but I also have lists at the beginning of each year. So this year I had my 2019 TBR, I had my project thriller, and I had my 5-star predictions, so I picked a few books from there each month, and then generally I just pick books I feel like reading, and then I make a TBR and I have a list of them on my computer, so that each time I finish a book I can go to the TBR and I will decide which one of the list I want to read next. Question number 7, do you have any other rituals for when you've finished a book? So I do Goodreads, like I put it on Goodreads, put it I will then rate it on Goodreads, and I will then make sure that I have put it into the correct shelves, and then I put it on the shelf. I have a little stack of books that I can see each month what I've read, and then I will I get rid of those once I've done my wrap up, and then I will then pick my next one, because I never have not got a book on the go. Like, once I've read one, I always then immediately pick up the next one. So yeah, I guess that's a ritual, not really, but that's kind of what I do. So then on to the people that I tag. The first person I'm going to tag is Emma Novella. The second is Dana from Bookish Burrow, and the third is Zariah Rose. I love these channels and I would love to see their thoughts on this tag, so you are all tagged. Feel free to do this if you want to. And then my video shout out is going to be for the wonderful Sofia Reads. Sophia has amazing thumbnails. Like, I need you to go and see her thumbnails because they are absolutely amazing. She's just one of those people who has a really kind of warm and kind personality. There's just something about her that makes me want to go back to her videos every time, and I just love them. So yeah, go and check out her channel if you haven't already, because I think she's absolutely amazing. Go and check out the people that I have tagged. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye guys!